My name is Liz Wozniak. I've been doing tarot for about 4 years now, studying and reading.
We've been strictly as a business the last 2 years. I'm running under the name of CJ Gun Repair.
I always have a lot of irons in the fire, a lot of probes, and wait for the fish to bite.
And that's the way my father taught me to do it. You just go out there and learn the woods. Sit there and watch how things happen, you know.
The current's good because when you're pedaling, it keeps you from cheating. So like if one leg is weaker than the other, the current output is your actual output of energy at that instant. So you can't, you can't fake it. And you can't pedal less or weak. You're reading the meter, so it's a direct biofeed mechanism. But the energy I generate is stored temporarily in a set of NiCad batteries that I've rehabbed from salvage. This would have been about $1,000 new for military purposes, and it cost me $1, of course, and because I spent a lot of time rehabbing them. But then the juice ends up in the TV up here, so you can watch TV and not be bored while you're pedaling. So you put on the earphones, turn on the TV, throw on the switch. Pick it up, you can see the on there. It's reading voltage about 13 volts, which now it's pedaling at about 2 amps. You find that you can pedal about 5 amps for about a minute, but if you want to run any length of time at all, you have to adjust the TV too. That helps, having a TV on while you're pedaling is as healthy as the exercises. It's really very boring. So I keep an old watch here, so I make sure I get my 20 minutes in when I exercise on it 3 days a week. So I don't cheat on the time. So between the clock and the ammeter, it keeps you honest. You should try it. Yeah, it's like fun. It's a little noisy, but again, that's why the earphones are also like a sound muff. It cuts out the sound of the mechanism. And of course, I have, to improve the quality of the sound, I have a pair of rabbit ears on top of the TV. Just for Halloween, of course.
So there are different schools of tarot. There is the esoteric school that feels that tarot, what you use the cards for is study, that you study them and that they are a tool for enlightenment. There's also the old-fashioned way of using tarot as a fortune-telling tool. You're going to get married, you're going to have 5 kids, I always call it the tall, dark, and handsome way of reading. That is not a way of reading that I'm particularly comfortable with. My mission is to bring tarot out of the mystery that surrounds it, the mystery of the occult, so that people know that tarot can be used in our lives. It can be used as a practical tool to look at issues in our lives, to look at relationships and family and career types of issues, health kinds of issues, that all of those things can be addressed using imagery. A lot of times I find that imagery speaks where words fail. Well, the thing is, you described yourself as not ambitious. I don't think that that's what it is. It's maybe not that you want to be at the top of the heap somewhere, but what you want is your own serenity.
Being an employee and having to wear shoes when I don't want to wear shoes, or dress a certain way, or talk a certain way, or smile at people that I don't really have a great deal of respect for, confounds my serenity, confounds my integrity, so I don't want to do that. Most of the people in the self-employed group are individuals who work by themselves, maybe with a partner or with a wife or a husband, and work out of their home and are happy doing that, and that's all they want to do.
I had to leave the firm because of professional jealousies and inter-office rivalries and all kinds of things like that, where people are trying to climb the corporate ladder over your dead body. And I had to preserve my sanity, so I decided to go into business for myself. And I preserved my sanity, but I never made any money.
You've never acquired a lot of trappings or a lot of encumbrances. You have chosen to live in a simple manner so that you don't have a tremendous amount of possessions and you don't have, and yet it feels comfortable. Your space feels comfortable to me, like you've got what you need.
To me, my freedom is much more valuable than money. I could work for somebody and make N thousand, lots and lots of money if I, but what would I do with that money? I wouldn't have any time to spend it or do anything with it. I'd be worn out at night. I'd have the weekends to look forward to. And then, what do you do on the weekend? Well, you've got all the life chores. Still got to clean the house. And so I'd have all this money, sure, and I'd have a cute car, but who cares? I don't care. Am I going to impress somebody with that? Well, most I would do is impress someone I don't know that I don't really care about, and I'll say, gee, look at that guy with that nice car and all that money. But the people I know don't care about my physical, material life. They're interested in me, and so some of it's just values.
Yeah, you gotta be willing to be real open and honest here.
I'm not a suit and tie person.
You're definitely not the corporate the corporate type.
Right. And I think that I'm disciplined as much as I care to be.
Yeah. Well, everybody has their own discipline, Do you find what works for you and you stick with it,
I don't know why I'm a disciplined person. I don't know how I got to have discipline. I know I have it. I know it's valuable to me, and it's important to me. Without self-discipline, you don't stay self-employed very long. But it's a challenge, and it's new, and it's different, and that's what's fun about doing something different all the time. Doing what you want. What's the point of being free if you can't do what you want, I always say. Attention, Seward self-employed persons. Join us and sign up to be included in the Directory of Seward self-employed persons.